evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Friday, the 10th of July, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, we hear of an intriguing story about the late Sir Everton Weekes. And in our feature for this evening, we go into the archives to bring some female cricket from yesteryear. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
As a responsible taxpayer, you help to build and maintain sporting facilities for recreational activities throughout the island. Thank you for putting country above self. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen.
Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. Sir Everton Weekes recently passed away at age 95. Here is an interesting story from his distinguished career as a cricketer. Question: is it true that Sir Everton Weekes once missed the start of a test match in which he was playing? The match in question was the fourth test match of the England's tour of the West Indies in 1947-48 in Kingston, Jamaica. And not only did Everton Weekes miss the start, he actually saw the match in progress from the aeroplane taking him to Jamaica. Weekes had originally been dropped after a modest start to his test career, but received a late recall when the great George Headley picked up an injury. The final place was between Weekes and John Holt, another Jamaican, and the selectors plumped for Weekes, even though he was still en route, and then his plane was delayed by an engine problem that led to an unscheduled stop in Puerto Rico. Weekes wrote, "The plane to Jamaica arrived late. Flying over Kingston, we saw that the game had already started. I did not know if I was listed in the final team. I got to the hotel and the first question I asked an official was, 'Is Weekes in the team?' I was told yes, and that Holt was substituting for me on the field. I rushed to the ground and walked onto the field amidst loud boos and what seemed like a lifetime of jeering. The booing was mainly because the crowd wanted the local favorite Holt to play instead. But Weekes had the satisfaction of shutting them up when he batted, making 141, the first of his eventual 15 test centuries. Next day, he remembered, the same crowd came on the field to lift me off after I got my 100. What a story. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
Uwali, the Queen of the Caribbean, bathed by its crystal shores, is the Caribbean's best kept secret. Nevis is known for its rich culture, which remains entrenched in the island's everyday life. We boast of having the Caribbean's greatest summer festival, Culturama. The birthplace of Alexander Hamilton, my little 36 square mile island, is the home of the Bath Hotel, which is the first built hotel in the Caribbean. Don't forget to take a dip in the therapeutic Bath Springs. Take a few minutes to trot down to the ever-famous Sunshine's Bar and drink a world-renowned Killer Bee. Live Nevis naturally by exploring the magnificent waterfalls and hiking to the top of our 32 Nevis Peak. Our lush vegetation and landscape deems a visit here the perfect escape. Nevis, Queen of the Caribbean.
Well, I'm back, and tonight we feature cricket. We go way back to the days of female softball cricket here on Nevis. We feature moments from a matchup between the Nurses and the St. James's team.
Rashford now to bowl to Morton. And Morton is in the air, but Japanese start of the fielder. And she stopped it cleanly. And so Morton picked up a 28 run. Rashford once more to bowl to Burke. And Burke.
Oh, brilliantly stopped.
Nicely knocked down there by
John T. Rhodes once more in the picture.
Coming. It's getting good so far.
Somebody's on the field of play.
So, a little boy on the field, and somebody needs to get that little boy off the field with that roller.
Pulled away by Burke into the onside. Mid-wicket comes into the picture. Picks up only a single. Strong return by the fielder. So that brings Morton back into strike.
The
She's
score now
at
moves on to 63.
28 or 29, I think. Settles over back now.
Burke moves on to 2. Again
Flashing at
outside
a
the
wide
outstop.
delivery, signal
And a
wide.
signal by the umpire. Carries in bowls again down the leg side.
And that's another wide by Glasgow.
Score now moves on to
Wild
66.
swing at that.
Yes, good us. Rashford once more to balls to Morton. Outside the
Puts it
outside,
away
she
to
cut
the
down to
outside.
backward point.
She
And
waits on
pick
it
up at
and stops
29
it
to 1.
nicely.
And
So
carries
she
the
moves on
score
now
now
to
to
29.
67 for 1.
67 for 1 is
Yes.
the score.
Well, good all
69
round
for
cricket.
1 moves in. Up
Rashford once more to balls to Burke.
Sweeps away
She
down
sweeps.
to square leg.
And the
They'll
batter
only
calls
get a
for
single. Fielder is in pretty quickly.
So one more to Burke, she now moves on to 3 and carry the score now to 68. And you know, 2
So
runs
after
tonight.
6 overs, they're on 69. Pretty good rate. If they can maintain this, Nurses could be in a spot of bother. Could be looking at the highest total for the season so far. So Burke settles over back now. Philip bowls.
Mills
No side
once
off
more
that's
to
a
bowl.
wide delivery.
That number.
Here goes once
As Mills
more.
once more to bowl.
Off the edge, wide of the keeper. They
And
should
she getting
think
that
2
one
here.
down to 10
Definitely
runs.
should be thinking 2. Junella Burke
Batter calls for
looking back, but should have been
Yes,
2.
good up, runs are cut.
So Morton back into
Mills now
strike.
to bowls to Morton. Up to the wicket. And
Swing and a miss
getting
wide
one
down the leg side.
Another wide signal. Mills now to bowls to Mills.
Morton
And
swinging
Mills
it
is
into the outside. The
driving.
fielder is off the boundary
Down to
very
the fielder in the
quickly.
middle of the boundary.
Misfields. It might go into the boundary, gone for 4.
Into the boundary for
So
4.
running in and running in entirely too quickly. And it flashed into the mid-wicket boundary for 4. So 4 runs to Morton.
Easy.
So it's going to be
So Morton now moves on to 33 and the score on to 75.
flashing
Up
and
to the
miss
crease
outside the off stump. The keeper is not close enough to stump.
No damage done.
So it was flashing at that, stepping out and
For
flashing.
1. In over
That settles
number
over back
7.
now. You can see she's eager to go after. A little bit of a whirlwind.
Tally now
But,
for Judy Morton has reached now 150.
So now she's up to 150
In and
for the
bowls
season.
to
Another
Morton,
wide, and they should be
getting
looking
one
for the
down
extra
the
run.
left
Maybe
side.
even should be thinking 2, but they're running
Fielder
very
comes down
slowly
the
indeed.
boundary.
So that's 2 extra runs, and the score continues to mount up.
Wide.
Here goes once more.
Here's
Philip
once more
bowls.
now to balls to Burke.
Swing and a miss, another
Burke
wide. Well
swing,
taken by the keeper
missing.
this time, another
And
wide.
yet another wide. Ball
Now to
runs
bowl.
going out. There's now to balls
Swing and
to Burke.
tugs it onto a stump. Tugs it onto a stump, she's bowled. Oh, Cressy Phillips celebrates. Oh, Cressy Phillips runs away to celebrate. Burke had a loose looking swing. It came off her body and rolled onto the stump. And she comes back.
That's a big blow for the Alex.
The Alex Stars are having an emergency conference session.
Now,
General
net ball is
Burke walks
played.
back.
Hitting the ball
Very quiet
up to
St.
the
James's Camp down
netball
here.
complex. Who knows? She might even hit one into a.
So
So the new batter going to
given
the
from the
crease
bench.
is Giselle
The coaches
Skeet. She
are
has
very
so
much
far
absent
struck
tonight.
some 8.
So
And Cressy Mills is carrying now moves on to 8 wickets
Skeet,
in the
who
for the
surprisingly
league, joining
is
Malcolm
not
Rollins
in
and
the
Neville Daniel.
top 6 is hit because it's Nivilla Daniel and I think
As Mills now to bowl to
she
Skeet.
swings
And
big.
Skeet
Will she
left
stop
the
it? Can't.
ball
Yes, she
and
does.
that's
Brilliant
by
stop.
Clark.
That's
And
a
so
brilliant save.
he got off
She got
the
her
mark.
hands to it and stopped it.
And the
Well
score
done.
was 79
Brilliant work.
for 2.
That brings
Judy
Morton
Morton
back into strike.
33 now to face.
She swings.
And she hit it
Will
in
they
the
stop
air.
it?
And
And can't stop it. Gone for 4. Fix the gap.
So,
Bisected the 2
now signal by
fielders.
the umpire.
And another 4 to Morton.
Behind the ball, just the back.
So Neville Daniel and Roselle Skeet have both struck
So at the end,
9 sixes. Giselle Skeet has struck 8.
now 7, 8.
And she's at the crease now, so she could do some more.
Put up, if you look at
Neville won't hit any more for the
83,
season. Her
from
team is out.
7,
Roselle could hit a few
over
more.
7.
She's in the
Who knows?
finals.
The way
And
St. James's team batting
now
and with
Skeet could hit
exciting
a few more after this game too if they win this one. But that's if they win this one. They have to win this one first. But right now she's batting, so she could go past the 2 of them if she hits 2 sixes tonight. And I think the wind is blowing in the general direction of Swannies, so she couldn't ask for anything better. Wind blowing in her favor. She loves to swing big to mid wicket, and a slow bowler bowling.
That's what now.
Where she swings, she goes straight over to long on and waiting on it, overhead for. Overhead for 4. She's short and she waited for the ball to land, put up her hand, and over her head it went into the boundary for 4. That looks like Carla Hendrickson. Also, by the time she put up her hand, it was over her head. So she has been asked to go back on the boundary ropes now. Skeet short of the mark on that occasion. Wants to go over the ropes though. Went too straight on that occasion, I thought. This time she's going again, Coast corner. That's another 4. Carla Hendrickson has no chance. Crashes into the boundary for 4. And there was so much problems with this particular encounter. Finally, they make it into the bottom 4 clash. And it seems as if St. James's are taking it out on the nurses here. 91. Balls, shot, pull. This is 6. This is 6 number 9. So 2 4s and a 6. That makes Skeets 9 6s for the season. So 3 of them now have hit 9 6s. Skeet is in a murderous mood.
97
Glasgow may not have been treated as badly as this all season.
37.
She moves in now to
Either
bowl.
gone for 21 and Burke gone for 4.
In bowl, she will swing again. Swings big, but it wouldn't reach the boundary unless it's a 4. Carla Glasgow jumps again, gone for 4. Again, Carla Glasgow just shakes her head in disbelief. The ball lands and it's too high for her. They need a taller player down there. Gone for 4. So we have had 2 4s, a 6 and a 4. Skeet in deadly mood here. St. James's camp certainly warming to their players here. Loving the excitement.
She's just like
So Skeet has gone up to 104 runs.
Crying and bawling, wishing that she was out there playing, but maybe
So
she'll
Skeet
have
will
to
settle
come
once
next year.
more. All the balls so far in this over have gone for boundaries. 2 more overs to go. 3 4s and a 6. Glasgow. Glassford will be thinking, what do I bowl? Where do I land? Skeet is not ready for her either. Skeet is taking her time about it. And here goes. Moves in now to bowl. What will happen this ball? She swings, gone. That's 6 number 10. Gone. Gone for 6. Well, and that's the 6 number 10. So she's the leading 6 hitter for the season.
Yes, as I tell you,
And,
Skeet is that type of player.
well.
Anytime
The
the
runs
ball
continue
is
to pile on.
shot, anytime the ball is
3 4s, 2 6s, and still 1 more ball to go.
That she is hitting.
Glasgow must be wondering, what do I do? Where do I bowl this one?
28 by Camilla Lyras, and so far 24 runs have struck off 5 deliveries.
Here goes now. Moves in now to bowl.
And Skeet on to 25.
In to
That's what in and
bowl.
bowls 16.
Gone straight, high, hard, handsome. 6 more. What an over. Well. 30 runs in the over. Well.
Probably, I don't know if
St.
she ever goes
James's
there,
loves
but
that.
she might have heard about the fact
Well.
where
In
you
6
can go and
balls,
get a soak,
she has hit
line
30
your body,
runs.
get your body
Well.
cool down,
Skeet
and
in a
really
nasty
that
mood.
ball,
Morton
the
has opened the
ball
innings. He's on 37 and Skeet in short order on 30 in no time at all.
Put the ball over into the who's batting all night. I think no. Judy on 37, Jada Skeet on 31, and Jada Skeet just faced about.
Well, the thing that Judy Morton will have to do is just to not try to emulate Gizelski. Just bat her normal. They drive straight down the ground. The fielder is coming across and stops it. And they thought of the second, but it's not on. So well stopped. That was well driven. She's the orthodox player. She would play the straight shots. And
the ball is just going for
it's
singles.
Skeet now.
In the last over, the ball was going for 6 and
Skeet
4.
in strike.
It's strange that
Skeet
look
in
for the
strike.
ball over into Humphrey's garage.
She misses our delivery outside the off stump.
Wide outside the house, but not in 14.
So that ball to Skeet, that's a plus. Moves in now to bowl to Skeet. Skeet is beaten outside the off stump moved. So Hendrickson creating some problems here for Skeet. So Hendrickson once more.
She's coming through with a good over
Now
so
to
far.
bowl to Skeet has posed some problems and again strikes on the foot. So far Hendrickson has pulled it back big time. Oh, John T. Rhodes creating problems here for Skeet. Moves in once more to bowl. Let's see where she will land this one.
Hendrickson
Oh,
once
where
more
Skeet
in
will land it this
time.
time. She goes off target.
Wide
Getting a bit
now
carried away.
by the
Goes
umpire
wide.
and
To Walwyn, looking so nice and
Moves in
sweet.
once more. Ball.
And
Swing and a
ball
miss. I
again
think
to
it might have brushed her
And another
foot.
wide
No.
signal.
According to the umpire, it's a wide. So except for those wides, Skeet has been kept very quiet all over.
And Skeet Talina was
As
up
moves
to
in now.
116. She has gone past Blondina Griffin.
Goes
and she has
outside the
gone
other swings.
past-
Big! Ansi knocks it down.
On the
Nicely stopped.
outside.
Brilliantly stopped. And they're going back for the second well run.
Without her hand.
Beautiful running.
And so she now moves on
And,
to 33. And the score
good
is
running on that
118
occasion.
For 2.
So it was well
Good
stopped
over so
by,
far
it looks
by
like Siribo.
Jocelyn Hendrickson.
She has fielded well so far. Moves in now to bowl.
And in
To
and ball
Skeet.
to
Skeet is
Skeet.
swinging big! High, hard, handsome, another one. Gone for 6 over mid-wicket.
Yet another 6.
Yes, good touch that ball of
I don't know
and
if
really,
Glassford
I
would
don't
be
know.
brave enough to
They
bowl, but she has the
probably
ball.
have just
I
throw the
certainly
ball in
wouldn't
the
have
air
wanted to
and
see that
whoever
ball.
catch the ball goes on. But
This
really,
could be
really,
interesting
really,
because
St.
it's a clash of the
James taking
cousins.
out on
It's
the
Carla
bench, really. We
Hendrickson
don't want our nurses
who will be
to
bowling to her
brutalized like
first
that,
cousin,
but
Judy Morton.
sorry.
And I think Carla would want this wicket so badly. Judy would want to hit her around the park a bit. And so we'll see how this one pans out because these two cousins, very good friends, but it's now cricket. They're on opposing teams. And it's so some of the spectators recognizing the fact that it's a cousin thing here now. Carla Hendrickson.
Pick it up from the back
now to bowl.
and she's going to go to Judy Morton.
She's stroking it nicely into the outside and gets a single. So she's playing her game and they should be getting a second run here. Poor return. So she gets 2. And thinking of a third as well. So 2 runs, 2 more runs to Morton. Just guiding it nicely into the outside. And she goes, I think, into the 40s. We'll have to wait and see.
On 40.
She's on 40 now.
39.
Skeet is on 39. Skeet didn't waste any time getting there. Morton is playing the more orthodox role. Yes, it's going to be
67.
Carla Hendrickson. Prepares to bowl once more. Moves into bowl to
In and
Morton.
bowls to Morton.
Oh, that's a naughty shot. She was just trying to touch it, really, rather than spank it. She was just trying to guide it and keep outside the off stump by her cousin Hendrickson, Carla. So Carla not bowling badly at all. Prepares to bowl once more. Trying to get her hands as dry as possible. She prepares to come in now. A longish run, bustling run up bowls. She swings it away from the fielder at Peter on. Will she stop it? She does. They're thinking of the second, but a good quick return. John T. Rhodes it is out there, and they get 1 more run. So Carla now might be panicking because everything I think will be going down this way towards the would be heading towards Swannies. So, you know, maybe about that. The Skeet and strike.
Will be going on. All of the records here at Go Fast.
Now to ball 16.
So she has a swing and misses out on that one. Really put some effort into that. Certain if they wanted some more energy for the wind farm, they could have gotten a couple of megawatts from that swing. She missed, taken by the keeper, Cressy Phillip. And let's see what transpires now.
In the top 4,
She
they don't
prepares
have
to
a
bowl
chance to
once
become
more.
champions this year. But tonight they are taking it out on the nurses
Glass
by
Hendrickson,
scoring
Carla.
plenty records.
Prepares to bowl.
Hendrickson once
Moves
more.
in now
Carla
to
in
bowl.
bowls to Skeet.
Swing and a miss once more. So brilliantly bowled by Carla Hendrickson. Again defeating Giselle Skeet as she swung too early, beaten outside the off stump. So it's going to be Hendrickson once more.
127 for 2.
127 for 2 is the
Over
score.
number 9.
And this is over number 9 being bowled. 3 overs after this.
The highest score is 136 for 3 made by Empire.
So Empire made
And
136
St.
for 3.
James's are closing in.
So Empire their record could be shaken tonight by St.
I'm
James's.
neutral.
As it's going to be Hendrickson. Moving in now to bowl to Giselle Skeet.
Goes
Shot
in
and
the bowl.
pulls it. Oh, quickly past shot mid wicket. Well, that's our package for this evening and indeed for the week. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night and a safe weekend.